Hi, I'm Nick, and welcome to the Rig & Farm YouTube channel. I got rear-ended a few weeks ago, and they gave me a rental while my car is being repaired. They gave me this pretty sweet Ford F-250 Super Duty, and it's been really great. It's big enough to seat all 6 of us, and it's got the towing capacity we need for the farm. Normally they wouldn't have done this for me, but I explained to them the situation and how we have a large family, and we run a farm and need something with tow capacity, so this is what they gave us. I came up to the farm for 3 main reasons today. The first one was because we had an appointment to meet with a deck guy, because we want to build a really nice back deck off of our house. The second thing I wanted to work on was completing our chicken coop build. The third reason is to check on our rabbits, make sure they have plenty of food and water. I did bring up 5 gallons of water with me because we have not gotten a lot of rain, so that rain catchment system hasn't had anything to catch. In our last video, we ran conduit from our meter to the transformer so we can get power to our house. It's been a week since the power company's been notified, and they still haven't told me when they're going to come out and connect it.
The next day, they told us another 7 to 10 business days.
Hopefully sometime this week.
Wrong!
Here's the back of the house where we plan on getting that deck built. We have a sliding glass door right here, and the plan is to be able to walk out to a covered, screened-in area that's about 12 feet by 20 feet. That way we can have plenty of bug-free outside dining. There's going to be a door from the screened-in area that comes right here, which will be uncovered, where we'll be able to grill. This area is probably going to be 10 by 15 feet. Our neighbor, the one with the skid steer that's been helping us a lot, recommended this guy, who is really nice, and I'm hoping because he's a local and a friend of a neighbor, we'll get a pretty good deal. He said he should have the estimate sent to us within the next couple days. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already so you can get updates on that. Oh, looky there, we have an AC unit with no power. We still haven't had our well drilled, and hopefully they'll be up this week to do that.
They came out to flag the area where they'll drill and should complete the job within a few days of this video being posted.
We really need power and water on the property this week because Ashley's parents are staying in a camper right down the road from here at a campground because our kids started school today. We wanted to make sure that they were able to get there without having to drive over an hour each way, morning and then afternoon. Once we have power and water on the property, they'll be able to move the camper here so that they can get plugged in and stay here until our home is ready to move in.
Look at what the construction team has left for us. Fun stuff. A few screws later and the shed was complete. Sort of. This latch is supposed to prevent the door from being opened when it's locked in place. The problem is, it doesn't stay in place. A little wiggle is all it takes for it to fail. Look at this, it's ridiculous. We need to come up with a way to fix this. Comment below if you have any ideas. Now look at the bottom latch. It doesn't even reach the floor. The whole point of a prefabricated shed is that the pieces are all pre-drilled and line up perfectly. Apparently not this one. The outside latch is off by about an inch. It took a few minutes to shift, push, and pull the doors together to get the bolt to slide through. Absolutely ridiculous. The worst part is that when it's locked, it still opens with a gentle pull. As it stands, this shed is not acceptable to be transformed into a chicken coop. We will need to make some serious modifications to make it secure and predator-proof. On the bright side, we got this new Ryobi fan, and it's been really great in the 90-degree weather. I didn't feel like dying a single time while it was running during the final steps of this build.
Got my bucket of rabbit feed, so I'm going to go ahead and walk over there and check on them. After feeding them, I'll bring the bucket back, grab the water, and top off their water container.
The tarp has been doing a great job of keeping the rabbits shaded. They wouldn't have lasted very long without it. See? Happy little bunnies. It's a little difficult to see in the video, but the water level is pretty low. Without the rain, there's not been a way to catch water for the rabbits. That's why I brought 5 gallons of fresh water from our house to top off this watering system. This should easily last another week even if we don't get any rain between now and then. We found someone who wanted one of our rabbits for a pet, So this little guy will leave the farm today. He was very easy to catch and went into this pet carrier without a struggle. Bye-bye, sweet bunny. You'll live a happy life with your new owners. Might as well get a quick look at the garden. The sunflowers are continuing to grow and bloom. This is the biggest tomato we have growing, and it's on one of the most sickly plants. The peppers are still doing pretty well. We've harvested a few already for personal use and hope to get several more soon. Let's take a quick break from the farm and look at our chickens back at our house that's over an hour away. We named this little hen Cheep Cheep, and she escaped the poultry fence to graze in the yard. She realized she was being naughty and ran back to get into the enclosed area where she belongs. She was so confused. It's always so easy to get out, but getting back in can be a real struggle. I had to help her by lifting the fence a little so she could crawl under it. Now she's safe again with her chicken sister, Big Bertha. They're snacking on some asparagus stems that I sliced into bite-sized pieces for them. Apparently the grass was a little more desirable than that asparagus. If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you probably saw this photo of a hawk that landed on our mobile coop where we have our 26 Cornish cross chickens. I scared it off right after I took this picture. It went up into a tree and gave me a pretty dirty look before flying away in search of an easier meal. Let's go back to the farm now.
My day at the farm is coming to a close. I was able to accomplish everything I needed to today. Although I completed building the shed that we're turning into a chicken coop, it definitely needs to be modified so that the doors are more secure. I'm sure Ashley will be up here with me in the next couple days and she and I can brainstorm, put our heads together. That usually works out pretty well for us. We'll come up with a solution so that those doors will actually stay shut. The rabbits are doing really well, and I have the one bunny packed up and ready for delivery to have a new home. We really appreciate you watching our video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below if you'd like to add anything. I'm sure you have some really great suggestions on what we can do with both our deck and also our chicken coop / shed we just put together. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.